Alright, in this video I'm going to demonstrate a ray diagram for a converging lens. So if you can notice here, for all of these videos, all I've been doing is erasing and rewriting because the rules are for ray diagrams, no matter what kind you're drawing, is exactly the same. Okay. Now, lenses are a little bit different than mirrors. Because lenses allow light to transmit from either side, there is more than one F. Okay, so let's just start by drawing our principal axis like always. And I'm going to draw a converging lens, right? So that's one that looks like this. Okay, roughly. Now, there is a focal point on either side. So there'll be a focal point here, and there will be a focal point over here. Oh, does that look even? Let me draw it a little bit. Okay, so we now want to draw draw the image that the object would create. So we're going to put an object over here. Okay, and the first rule goes parallel to the principal axis and through F. Okay, so I'm going to go parallel to the principal axis. Right here. Now when I encounter the lens, the question is, well, which F? So we've got to think about this, right? So our light, as it strikes this, it wants to converge, right? So it's going to bend in this direction. So instead of diverging like this and going out, it's going to converge. So the focal point it's going to go through is this one on the other side. Okay, so that's number one. Now, we have to use both focal points when we draw ray diagrams. So the second one, the answer to the question which F, is it's going to be the F you haven't used yet. So we're going to start by going through this F, right? And then again, as it strikes the lens, it's going to cause it to converge and bend this way. So then we are going to bend parallel to the principal axis. So you have, this is ray 1 and this is ray 2. Now, the other difference here, let me just extend this out. The other difference is that the center of curvature for a lens is right here in the middle of the lens instead of behind or on the other side. So here, we'll have to go through C. Okay, and we don't really go back because in this case it doesn't reflect, it just transmits straight through C. Okay, and so we come over here, this is my third ray, and we see that that creates an image over here on the other side. Now let's describe the image that it creates. So we can see that the image is inverted, okay, and in this case it's kind of hard to tell just visually, so we'd have to do some math and sort of measure F here. This looks like we're about at twice F, and when you're about at twice F, the image is supposed to create an image that's the same size, okay? If you're further away, you create a smaller image, okay? So they're probably about equal. Now, the other thing we want to talk about is real versus virtual. So remember, for mirrors, what they do is they reflect light, so real images are over here on this side, the same side as the object. However, in a lens transmits light, so it should create an image over here. So this is a real image for a lens.